Three little known facts about someone from history. Okay, let's see what these little known facts are. Father named after a Muslim saint, son named after this Hindu goddess and not after a god as commonly thought, and largest Muslim dominated area in South India, in a city in South India named after him because he apparently spent his childhood here.
Someone said A.R. Rahman. That's not the right answer.
One answer fits everything, which is Rajnikant.
Of all the wrong answers, I think one person is supreme.
Quite a very interesting answers. I mean, you had here's one Hyder Ali and
Okay, bounces close. So let's go to someone.
Is this
Shivaji. And named after Shivaji Nagar,
yes,
city of Bangalore.
It is Shivaji.
Incredible. How many people said Tipu Sultan? So many people.
Tipu Sultan, Hyder Ali were the most common guesses after Shivaji.
So we also started with Tipu Sultan and then ended at Shivaji.
Here's the story. Maloji Bhosle was a childless for a long time, and after seeking blessings from a Sufi Pir, whose name was Shah Sharif, two sons were born to him. So Maloji named one son Shahji and the other son Sharif Ji in honor of this Sufi Pir. Shivaji himself was named after, people think it is after Lord Shiva, but no, it is named after the goddess Shivaji.
Which is why we need Amar Chitrakatha back.
Yes.
So the Shiv
And
Sena
of course,
is
Bangalore, you
Shivaji
have inspired a young Chhatrapati Shivaji, and of course, a lot of things named after Shivaji in India, especially Maharashtra, obviously.
I'm seeing a lot of very strong comments in the chat as well. I mean, about the Hindu-Muslim divide, and of course Shivaji's connection to Bengaluru. Many people. I just wanted to say Shivaji was not the. He's been appropriated by the sons of the soil movements across Maharashtra today, and he was not that. He was not the epitome of Hinduism or Dalitism, which he is now being made out to be. There was so much Islam within his own clan. I mean, apart from the fact that his own father was named for a Sufi saint, his commanders, his top commanders were all Islamic. His nayaks were Islamic. His magistrates were Muslim. He had Muslims work in every part of his hierarchy because it was not a thing. It was not a polarized leadership at all. In fact, even in the retinue that went all the way to Afzal Khan, there were Muslims. I mean, he recruited people from Bijapur. He recruited people from Golconda, which were very strong Muslim kingdoms at that point. And like always, there were plenty of Muslim citizens who didn't see eye to eye with the Muslim administration of Bijapur and Golconda. So all this doesn't really come through to us in today's life and time.
I had one point, Sai, earlier about what was the name of a supplementary question, as it were. What was the name of Shivaji's empire? It had a particular name that he gave, and what was the name of that empire?
This being thrown out to the...
Here's the answer coming up. It is Swaraj. Swaraj is the answer. It is Swaraj. And interesting how the extent, the influence, of course, that Shivaji's empire, we are from the south, and in Tamil Nadu you have Tanjavur, where there is an extensive Maratha influence in Tanjavur, not only in religious affairs, but in cultural affairs as well. Its impact on the art form of Harikatha, or Kada Kalakshepam, initially, which is basically a storytelling of the lives of saints and religious people. And in the early days, there was no Tamil songs to sing about, of describing these people, and they actually used Marathi songs. The earliest Harikathas in Tamil Nadu were all sung in Marathi. Many of the songs were sung in Marathi.
I mean, of course, somebody has brought up the Sambar, Sambhaji,
Yes.
thing, which is just a complete folk story. I mean, I think there's no clear explanation of where the term Sambar comes from. It just seems to mean a mix of ingredients. But a lot of people may not know that there is actually a masala mix called Parsi Sambar Masala, Parsi Sambariyo Masala, which is actually one of the key masalas used in Dansak. There's Dansak Masala and you need Parsi Sambar Masala.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know this.
Hi Sai, something
People are
regarding
asking if there's
Sambhaji.
any trace of Marathi culture in Tamil Nadu today. Navin, would you like to comment on that? I'm racking my brains to think.
I meant, I said one of the things, of course, was Sarfoji of Tanjavur. The ruler of Tanjavur was a strong patron of the arts there. So
a couple of years back, someone has published a book on Tanjore Marathi food. That's available on Amazon.
Yeah, if I may interject, I'm Tanjore Marathi myself. So we still speak Marathi at home, but no Maharashtrians can understand our Marathi. It takes. I understand Tamil better than I understand Marathi, and our food and marriage traditions, etc., are a weird mixture of Tamil and Marathi.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Avinash Mudalyar is here. Would you like to add anything? Avinash, Anastuk, Tanvi.
Yeah, a couple of points here. One is, Shivaji was married off in a temple which was built by his brother Venkoji. The name of the temple is Kadu Malleshwara Temple, after which Malleshwaram in Bangalore is named.
Cool.
Right? And the other interesting fact is the origin of military hotels. Predominantly in Bengaluru. Most of these hotels were run by Shaji Bhonsle's men. These were hotels where no beef or no pork were cooked, but the food were to be sumptuous so that the soldiers would love it. So as a result of which the entire Shivaji and his extended empire's army led to the formation of these military hotels which you find in South India.
That's interesting.
Thanks, Avinash. Thank you.
Some add-on point regarding Sarfoji. Apart from being a patron of arts, he was a seeker of knowledge, and he wrote some medical documents. He wrote so many medical case sheets, original medical case sheets. I think the documents are still in the Saraswati Mahal Library in Tanjore.
It is there. Yeah. In fact, we when I was in Shankar Netralaya, we did a little bit of work on. My colleague Dr. Biswas in Netralaya did some work on these documents as relating to eye surgeries, which were from the documents in Saraswati Mahal.
I want to talk about something. I'm Swastik. So a couple of minutes ago, we were talking about how these days Shivaji is appropriated by some political parties or for some ideologies. Govind Pansare has written a book about him titled Shivaji Kaun Hota, and that was one of his most popular works, and one of the reasons why he was assassinated and how his entire life was threat. He describes that the entire movement which started after his death, his son Sambhaji, who used to be a big poet, and he has written many books. He wrote this book called Budh Bhushan, in which he describes Shivaji as an incarnation of God and a warrior against the Mughal and the Islamic forces and all.
Thank you for sharing that information.
Thank you.